Hello, worthy Grand Knights and worthy District Deputies. This is Dan Miller, the State Coordinator for the Culture of Life Committee from the State Council, Knights of Columbus. Thanks so much for joining me here today. Had a few things I wanted to talk to you about. You're going to hear about them at the District Deputy meeting, but carpe diem, right? One of the things I wanted to talk to you about was the Culture of Life Fund Council standings. Currently, we have $73,590 in that account. That money is comprised of individual donations from Knights, from your councils, from all across the state, as well as donations from the Knights councils. Each council has a 100% pro-life goal, which is determined by a voluntary assessment of $3.50 per member. You can reach your 100% goal one of two ways, maybe one of three ways. Number one way is encourage all your members to donate individually to this account. You can get there very easily by doing that. Then also you could put a voluntary assessment. I don't know if you can see this really well, but I made up a sample format here of how your dues format could look. You would just put on a Culture of Life Fund individual assessment of $3.50 per member when you send out your invoices or your membership dues annually. And as history has shown us, individual members will take a look at that $3.50 and they'll write the check. So you can get to your 100% goal and have the money in the bank, for almost a year in some cases. When you do that, when you put on that Culture of Life Fund optional assessment of $3.50 per member. That's one way to get there. Then the other way to get there is just to write us a check for the 100% goal, whatever it is. If you have 100 members, your 100% goal would be $350. Easy math. Second thing I want to talk to you about is the Lifesavers for Life. This year we're going to change it up a little bit, but I'll talk about that in a while. But the Lifesavers for Life program last year was a resounding success. We purchased about $11,000 worth of candy, about 74 cases, and the monies received were over $33,000. It was a great year. We tripled our money, and all that money went back out into the community to various pro-life organizations who are fighting the culture of life battle, tip of the spear type of stuff, fighting abortion, euthanasia, and all these other things that that we as a culture are fighting. So it was a great year for that. This year we're going to change that up a little bit. I'm going to show you some examples. We don't have these posted on the website yet, but because I don't have quotes from Lifesavers yet, but we're estimating the cost to be about $10.49 a sleeve. We're going to do it differently this year. We're going to sell, or not sell, we're going to offer the Lifesavers to the individual councils in a sleeve basis. There are 20 rolls of Lifesavers in each sleeve. There are 15 sleeves per case. Last year the cost for a case of Lifesavers was about $157. It's not that much different this year, only we're going to make it easier for smaller councils to get involved in the Lifesavers for Life program by offering the Lifesavers on a sleeve basis, 20 rolls at a time. And the sleeve cost approximately at this point is $10.49 a sleeve. And that equates to about 50 cents a roll. So not much changed from last year as far as price, but how you get the product is going to be different. So if you don't need a full case, you just want a couple sleeves, you can order it that way. The Lifesavers for Life program has three main purposes. It's to provide um, council's funding vehicles for local culture of life initiatives, and then also to fund the Supreme Culture of Life assessment if you wish. That's totally voluntary. And then also to raise awareness about the Knights of Columbus's dedication to the culture of life and the sanctity of life. Also to educate the public through media campaigns about post-abortion healing opportunities. Let's face it, there were 58 million abortions since 1973 that we know of here in the United States. So that's approximately 116 walking wounded who have had an abortion at some point in their life. So that's a lot of people to minister to. It is not an easy thing to do. It is one of the most feared, I think, aspects of the culture of life battle is to aid and minister to those who are post-abortive. So it's really important to get to those people, to bring them back to Christ, to get them to the sacraments and confession. Let them know that that God is all merciful, and there is no sin that cannot be forgiven, except that, of course, of the sin against the Holy Spirit, which is the loss of hope. And what does abortion represent, really? It's a loss of hope. So, and then the Lifesavers for Life DD Master Order Form, not much has changed on those, but as you can see possibly here, the only thing that's really changed is the price, because it's a per sleeve order form. Just indicate the number of sleeves you want and the price next to it. We'll firm up the price in a while, but just want to give you a heads up on that. And then your program report. There were some questions last year as to what actually happens with all that money and how it's dispersed. Essentially, you send all the money back to the council that you received from your Lifesavers for Life program drive, and then the state will pull out whatever you owed for the number of sleeves that you ordered. They'll take out a promotion and state use tax of 2%, and then if you do want to donate a portion of your funds to the Culture of Life Supreme Assessment, you can circle yes or no on the form. And that assessment is $2 per member. So if you do that, you may find that you could be underwater, or that the organizations that you initially wanted the funds to go to, not much would be going to them if you do make the Culture of Life Supreme Assessment option. So be careful what you ask for, and that comes off the top. If the council opts to pay the Supreme Culture of Life Assessment, these monies are taken out of the council's 75% share. 25% of the monies after total cost go to the state council, and then 75% is the council's share. So the Supreme Assessment would come off the top of your 75% share. And then any monies left over are dispersed to the organizations that you indicated in part 2 on this form. So so that's the long and short of it. I'll show you what a sleeve essentially looks like. That is a sleeve of Lifesavers. I was at the Republican convention in Green Bay. We brought a case of Lifesavers with us to hand out. And I just wanted to see how difficult it was to get rid of 300 rolls. There were over 1,800 people at the state convention for the Republican convention. We were in a very good spot. We had multiple opportunities to interact with the people who went, with the delegates and whatnot, and many of our elected representatives. And the lifesavers were very well received. They loved them, but it was very difficult to get rid of 300 rolls. So when you order a case of lifesavers, unless you're going out in front of multiple locations, grocery stores in your community, things like that, it would be very difficult, I think, to get rid of a full case. If you're just going to do it after a mass or two in your local community, I would not order a full case. So those are the ups and downs on the Culture of Life Committee and the Lifesavers for Life project, and also the Culture of Life Fund. So if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call anytime. My cell phone number is 262-424-8787. And we'll see you next time. We'll see you up at the DD meeting. And God bless you and your efforts. You guys are doing a great job. Vivat Jesu.